Hello, Marty, huh? Hey, I want to show you some things that are going to be a lot easier to show you on video than to explain it over the phone. And then we'll talk about the routing of this later. But I just want you to see what I'm talking about here. I think it'll be clearer. And we're going to talk about this card in orange thing, just the technique of it, so that especially so you can see how to ditch that card without palming anything, because that's going to be really helpful. I'm using a lemon here. Sure, you can use an orange. You got two of them. You give them a choice, magician's choice. Talk about that too. Okay, but here's the technique of it. First of all, I have my force card second from the bottom. It's a 9 of hearts. You can put it right on the bottom if you want to, but you risk that, flashing it when you take it out to somebody. So if you've got one to cover it, that's kind of nice. And to get rid of that, as you turn the cards back toward you, you can just thumb this one off and just drop the whole deck on top of it. You don't have to do that. If you want to be really careful that you don't flash it, that's okay. But it's kind of nice when they see a different card there. Just thumb it off and just drop that in your hand. All right, so you got this victim that's come up from the audience that you're going to do this trick with. And I'll typically just say, thanks for helping me. We're going to do this great thing. And then there's like this pause, like, oh, and I say, I got to sneeze. Like I'm turning this way. And this is really fun because everybody's like, what? You're going to sneeze? And then I turn and go, you ever get that little tingle thing? You think you're going to sneeze? That's what I did. Now I'm going to have you pick a card. And of course, you like the Hindu shuffle force. Just say stop anywhere you like. This is the way, most people do it. You show the card, and that's fine. I would show the card, but let me show you something that makes this a lot better. Once you show that card, just kind of flash it, and then watch what I'm going to do. See these fingers that are sticking out here? Just slide that bottom card forward like this. So here's the card, and you just slide it forward. Now it looks like it's in the middle. It looks like it came out of the middle, which is unnecessary. It just makes it nicer. Just say stop anywhere you like. All right, that's your card. Just take that card. You see what I've done? I saw Max Maven gave that tip, and I thought, man, that just doubles the deception of that. So they take the card, and look, some great jokes here. This is, I do this all the time. I don't know where this came from. It's pretty common, but show the card. I tell them that some people cheat and they put marks on the card. I would never do that because that's cheating. You don't see a mark on the card, do you? And then the person in the front row, I'll show it to them. You see any kind of a mark on the back of the card? And you're showing yourself the face of the card and them the back. And you're still emphasizing how there's no marks on the card. Now I'm going to tell you this, and I don't tell anybody else this, but I go out to the crowd and I find a couple that's sitting really close by, and I'll show it to the lady and say, I'll show it to you. And then I'll go to her husband and say, and I'll show it to your dad. Man, that is killer. So we've got the card forced. We got some really good lines in there. And now we're going to mark the card. Now this is the pre-show thing. I know that you are doing first and last name. I don't think that's necessary. What's your name? Mary. I'm just going to put a big M right here on the card, just like that. There's the M. Now, the advantage of that is it doesn't matter if it's an M and an H or whatever. If you didn't know their name and you got their name, okay, that's good enough for them. What happens if you got Mary and Mary gets up and goes to the bathroom? What if there's a Marty? What if there's a Marion? What if there's a Mark? You know what I mean? It's a little easier. I generally don't mark this until right before the show because I don't know if they're going to hang around or not. So anyway, I got to be pretty sure. There's the M. You like this? You like this Hindu shuffle control? Nothing wrong with that. I can show you some others that are not hard to do, but you like that, so your card's on the top. Now, all right, I got my person here. I'm telling them what I'm going to do. You're going to simply touch a card. I'm going to reach in blindfolded and get your card And then I need a blindfold. Let's see. I would have the blindfold right on the table, because I don't want to go in the bag yet. I don't want to go. I'm going to put the blindfold over my eyes. I'm going to reach in. I'm going to grab your card blindfolded, and find your card. Now get ready. I'm going to say, a lot of people think this is a tricky blindfold. I'm going to have you, if you would, just put the blindfold over your head like this. And I want you to actually look through and see if you can see the audience. Look up and see if you can see the lights. I'm giving them 2 or 3 things to do so they don't just go like that. I won't let them do this. No, actually strap it over your head, because I want you to look up. And as they do that, I'm going to reach into the bag here to get the spray bottle. This hand's empty, all right? As they're looking through the blindfold, I reach in here, I get the spray bottle, give it the sneeze, and put it right back. That is so funny that nobody's gonna notice this. Now let me just show you what I did. 2 things you can do. 1, if you want to, you can get a little break under that card like that. You don't have to do that. If you want to, you can just slide it off the top. It's just as easy to slide it off the top. Let me move this out of the way so you can see it this way. There's the spray bottle. Look through, make sure you can see through the blindfold. I just reach into the bag. Once my hand goes out of sight, dink, I drop the card, pick it up here, and do that. Keep the cards in view. Don't go back in there with the cards. Stick the spray bottle back in. Okay, so there's our card, the 9 of hearts with an M on it. You've gotten rid of it. Everybody's laughing. Now you're going to give them the cards. They spread them out. You get the blindfold back. You're going to go through the cards. You're going to pull one out of the middle and then have them look through all the cards to make sure their card's not there. Now here, you really got to kill some time, but you got to do it in a really good, entertaining way. And what I found is that I tell them I'm going to entertain them with humor, and I do these really bad jokes and act nervous like I need the person to hurry up. And that's what we were talking about before. There's a new restaurant on the moon. They have great food, but no atmosphere. And then I'm like, are you done yet? You want to go through. The jokes are bad. You know what I mean? Here's my impersonation of a redneck's last words. What is it? Hey, watch this. So, there's little jokes. Doesn't take them long. Give them short, little, funny, stupid little things. And once they're done, this card is held in the hand. Nobody's seen it yet. You haven't seen it yet. Don't look at it. You haven't seen it. Without looking, what was your card? 9 of hearts. What did we write on it? An M. What's your name? Mary. That's 3 out of 3. That's a good line. That's 3 out of 3. Ladies and gentlemen, without even looking, this should be her card, the 9 of hearts with an M. It's not, I don't have it, you don't have it. Now, here's what I want to tell you about the interaction. If you've had something before, if you've had something that you've shown them before, a box, crystal cabinet, something like that, you've covered it up, something amazing's going to happen, it's covered up. Wouldn't it be neat if it was inside that thing? You whisk the cloth away, it's not. We'll talk about that. It's not there. And then you go, who has the orange? The guy holds the orange up. You're going to get the orange. I just hold it like this where everybody can see it. Don't set it on the table. You want to hold it like that where everybody can see it. Cut it most of the way through. You open it up. And I have somebody with some tweezers so that it doesn't get out of sight. You got to give them a lot of instruction because they don't know what to do. The tweezers pull the card out. You have them unfold the card. You have to give them instructions. Open it up. And there it is. The 9 of hearts with an M. That's an explosion, man. That's awesome. They forgot about the orange. Here it is. And here's their card. You've gone through all the other cards. This is grown-up, adult conference magic. And that is going to be a highlight. Okay. I want to show you this little thing that you can do in between and make sure that I will set off a smoke alarm. Because that's going to cause me a lot of legal problems. Watch this. I'm just going to strike the match. And I can go like this. And I'll do it again. strike the match. I strike the match. I hold it this way, and I'm going to extend my arm way out here. But I blow on my thumb, and the light goes out. I don't say anything about it. I'm just talking about something else. And I do that, talking about the next thing. I do that, the light goes out. People, they just have no idea how that happened. Just, pow. And I just go, forget I did that, and I move on to the next thing. You can go, watch this great trick with a match. And it's terrible. So just do it. You're just talking about the next thing. Forget I did that. Throw the match into the pan or whatever and carry on. Okay, that's card to orange and the little match thing. This is a little segue in between stuff that's going on. I want to show you a finish that I know you know about this, but this is a 20th century shorts, and a lot of the 20th century shorts have got the regular jockey shorts. That's okay, but I really like the one that has the boxer shorts because it's really fun and funny. This is acceptable anywhere, whether it's a church banquet on Sunday night or family night or corporate or whatever. You can do this. I don't know where you can find them. You have to really hunt for them. But if you can find it, it's great. The bra trick, too risque. But the shorts, I mean, clowns do this, at the circus. So this is all good. And we'll talk about the routine and all that later. Hope that's helpful, man. And I'm going to see you in about an hour or so. So I'll see if I can get this uploaded and sent your way.